And I'm back, guys. Well, I ran into a few recording issues, namely I just want to say sorry about the volume for the first part of this video. I mean, wow. Did not notice that until, well, just a few minutes ago when I listened to it, and then just, hey, that's a little too loud with the music. Unfortunately, I don't really see a way around editing that, and at least not with my school, without recording the entire thing, but sadly, I just don't feel like recording it, so I'll just leave it as it is. But I'm pretty sure y'all understood what I was trying to say, at least. But hopefully that's fixed now. But yeah, this is the i7, and well, it's the i7. Not much to it. But yeah, let me start the save. Okay, real quick. So, tutorial. Start. Hopefully the game doesn't crash, because unlike my Phenom, the game will just die because of the graphics card. And as you can see, the hard drive just explodes. Which is weird, because under normal conditions, the game would have loaded, like, up right by now. Moving rather slow. I was testing it earlier, and it was working just fine. Yeah, something's using the hard drive a lot. I don't think it's the recording. Because earlier it was working without it. But yeah, I mean, regardless, this is one of the issues. Like the hard drive. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Set up. Yeah, but as you can see, far faster than the Phenom, when the hard drive is working correctly. And as far as the CPU goes, like, not even close to what the Phenom. And here we go. And now you guys can probably see what I mean. The average frame rate right now is literally 20 frames. No more, no less. Well, okay, maybe a few more. But the game is running at its full 60. So I'm seeing 60 frames a second. And you guys are seeing about 20. And that's what I'm getting at. Why on earth 20? Because I'm looking at the display window. And it's actually it's running about 15 right now. The display's running 15. And I'm looking at my own window. And you know how Windows 8 has like that little preview window thing, right? You know, where you like drag it over and it shows you what's in the window and what's moving in it. That is running fast. Actually, hold on a second. Okay, that's really weird. The preview window is running at about 15. The actual game window is running at about 30. And the little tiny preview window seems to be running even faster. I mean, that just might be me about the preview, but clearly I can see the game at like a far faster rate than you guys are seeing it. That's what I'm getting at. Why? It just refuses to go over 15 to 20 frames per second. And I just don't get it. I mean, it's not the RAM. Not the hard drive, at least at the moment. I mean, granted, the hard drive in this is far older than the one I have in the Phenom. I mean, good grief. The hard drive literally came with the, you know, the Dell, what's it called? Dang, I forgot what series. I think it's like the, no, not an Optiplex, Dimension 5150, something like that. I have to go back and look at it. But basically, the computer came out in 06. So I'm using a, like, say, a hard drive from 06, 07, give or take, in this computer. That's probably the main reason. But going back to the graphics card, I looked it up. It's the GeForce GTX 260. 216 core version, overclocked. By overclocked plus, actually, by a Galaxy. And well, that card stock only has like 896 megabytes of RAM, and I cannot run the setting for textures on high. Which is why, if y'all are looking and compare it to the other video, it's just not the same, quite exactly. Also, as I said, it can't run DX11 either. only up to 10. And weirdly enough, it can't run 10.1. It can only run 10. Won't go any higher. Which is probably why Civilization doesn't work. DX probably using whatever. Hey, 9 works perfectly fine. And yeah. But unfortunately, as you guys can see, it just because I'm watching the game and it's running at its full frame rate, and I'm watching the video and it's not. So I have no idea what's going on. Statistically, even though the graphics card is far weaker, it could still run the game at max and record this at max. So I have no idea what's going on. So even though I finally managed to get the thing to run in 1080p, it refuses to work properly. It's so depressing too. I mean, it might be the graphics card. And speaking of which, I do have a 4870, well, Radeon HD 4870 lying about, which, to be honest, these two cards perform the same, but it's a stabler card. Unfortunately, it decided to just stop working entirely. So, looks like I might need a better graphics card for my i7. Because as much as I would love to take it out the Phenom, I can't because it's still my main computer until I can get the i7 working right. All the way. So, this sucks. Because right now, I'm just watching this run by at a very beautiful frame rate of, well, basically 60. I mean, when recording, it drops by maybe like 10 frames. But still, it is the rate at which y'all saw me playing in the Phenom video. It's the exact rate I saw. It would just not go any higher than that. So right now, playing and recording, I can just see it perfectly fine. But you guys, for whatever weird reason, can't. That's just what I don't get. And it's not just Train Fever either. All the games on the i7 do. All of them. Even Railroad Tycoon 3, I find hilarious. Because as you know, the Phenom has no trouble with that game. It just plays it like there's no tomorrow. The frame rate's so high, I'm amazed the game doesn't dive. Like over 150 to 200 frames per second in a Railroad Tycoon 3. I really should put a frame limiter on it though, because our frames are hard processes, faster it wears out. And for a game that old, there's no need for it to process. Because it doesn't have a frame limiter built in, because well, back when it came out there was no need. Because most cards never went over 60. What that did were for like actual graphics processing and making three-dimensional stuff professionally. Not for games. So yeah, now I can't say as you can see because I'm looking at the main game window. But as I can see in the in the preview window, it's just horrible. It's horrible just watching you guys have to watch this at 15 while I get 60. It just, I don't understand. I just don't understand, guys. And you know what's funny? You know that really big... No, I take it back. Take it back. I'm going to show it to you guys right now. But do you guys remember way back when that humongous city map, which I really should have showed in the last... Well, in the first part of this video, but... think about doing it. But, that humongous city. And by the way, where's the hard drive keep doing that? Shouldn't it be? I don't know. But, what am I trying to say? Yeah, that giant city map that my friend made a long time ago, that still amazingly works. That map on here runs at about 40 frames per second. Which is insane, because the Phenom just died when I hit play. But nah, this, despite the weaker graphics card, just doesn't care. Any map I load, it just doesn't care. And I'm pretty sure if I did throw in the 7850 in here, it would probably run at its full 60, if not better. I mean, the game's capped at 60, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't like suffer at all. But this is bad. I mean, sure, the map always starts off with a huge lag spike anyway. Then we get load and crash. That does happen a lot. Computer coming together. Same goes for my laptop. This GeForce 260 and my laptop, which has a GeForce 60M in it, they just hate the game slightly. Let me pause the game for a second. Because even my frame rate's like as bad as yours right now. Okay, I think I fixed it. But I mean, let me find a train to ride on. While I wait for them. There we go. Like, see right now, oh, I can't say, y'all can't see. But right now, I'm getting about 30 frames per second. You guys are probably getting far worse. Oh, don't rate. I'll rate you. Zoom in. And I'll start. I mean, sure, the frame rate just died right now, but the map's still loading. Just give it a few seconds, and it'll improve for me. Don't know about you guys. Oh, wait, what? Okay, this is weird. Right now it's saying I'm getting 55 frames per second in the video, which is impossible, because it's moving at about 10 in the game. What's going on? Okay, there it goes. It picked... What? Okay, okay guys, something's horribly wrong. Because right now, in the game, I'm getting my full 40 to 50 frames for this map. And in the video, I'm getting maybe... Yeah, I'm getting about 20... Yeah, 20. So, I have no idea what's going on. It's running at a full 40 to 50 frames on this gigantic map. And by gigantic, I mean like stuff on it, not the actual map size. It's smaller than the other map we were on. But yeah, I'm getting like full frame rate almost in my personal viewing range. But you guys are getting like 27. Okay, well it improved to about 30. But I mean, regardless, it just doesn't want to go past 20 to 30, despite being set to 60. It just averages about 20 frames. And will not. I don't understand, guys. I don't understand why at all. So depressing. So depressing. But I guess I'll end the video here. Sorry I can't really do a video for Train Fever, even though I now have like I can actually do it on time every day now. But it just my i7 won't let me, and my Phenom isn't much better. I mean, I could try my 7850 and my i7. I could try it. That's a heck of a lot of effort, because if I show you guys a picture of like how everything's set up in my studio, oh, you're probably gonna laugh at me on it. It is a nightmare. Just seeing what's hooked up to my Phenom right now. I mean, it is... Can't believe I'm saying this on video. But basically, it's wired hell. There are just wires everywhere back there. Every port, except for like maybe one. The other audio ports outside of microphone and like your standard stereo. Ain't no surround sound speakers for me, sadly. It's just like plugged in. There's literally no open ports beyond audio. So, and that's like a good 20 plus cords. And that's not even counting cords that are going to my i7, which I have a weird setup when it comes to computers. I mean, right now, they're all hooked up to the exact same plugs as far as power goes. It's usually a no-no, considering each computer uses up to 500 watts each. A very bad idea if you ask me. Plus 2 monitors. A 17-inch 4:3 ratio monitor, which it's about I think 1024 by 756, whatever that resolution. You know, your typical 4:3 resolution. And then my full 1080p television. And also, I almost forgot to mention this as well. In addition to my computers being hooked up to these same plugs, I also have a 64 and a PS2 hooked up to them. So when you guys see this, all you're going to see is wires and devices everywhere. A bunch of stuff on the desk because, well, I haven't cleaned up yet. But all I can say is, if you look behind it, yeah, it's just a nightmare. But yeah, so I have all that, and then this computers themselves, as far as the screen goes. I don't know what I was thinking when I rigged this, because obviously I have to rig it up for the console computers, which that in itself is weird. But the way the computers work is, there's only one HDMI port on this on this TV. Stupid as it sounds, because I mean it's a small TV to begin with. Well, my desk has a small area for a monitor to fit, unfortunately. I mean, it does have a slightly bigger area, but needs the space for other stuff. But basically, this one HDMI port is shared by 2 computers, like an adapter, right? So, at any given time, my Phenom, since it's my main PC, carries both the 17-inch monitor and a TV at the same time. So it's dual screen. And I can have like something open on the left hand, which is the 17-inch, and be like movies or something, and then the game open in the main 1080p TV monitor. And everything works fine. Until I turn on my i7, which forces my Phenom to use only the 17-inch, and the i7 gets the 1080p, which is just fine. However, this means I can't do anything outside of using full screen for my i7, sorry. So basically, as far as the i7 is concerned, when looking at this, I can only see like everything running on the screen in Windows. I can't use full screen unless I get rid of the preview window. And that's just it. It doesn't give like a really accurate depiction of what's going on, at least to me. Also, it means I have to like do all editing and stuff on my Phenom because, well, not editing, like actual decent recording on it for now, because I need both screens because I control a lot of stuff off camera on the second screen, which, believe it or not, usually when I'm playing the i7, I'm actually using Phenom as well. So things get complicated. And this was probably like as far as what's going on. But yeah, and until I figure something out, guys, y'all are either going to be stuck with a really bad frame rate, which has just risen to 40 frames a second almost, as far as the recording software is concerned. So looking at it, it's about 20. It's just about 20. I mean, the game's running at me. But I mean, when things like stop moving, the frame rate is almost perfect. As soon as they start moving again, they drop to 20. And I just don't understand why. The Phenom, it was running at full 60 minus, well, you know, processing. If the processor were better, it would have been running at like full 60 frames. I can just see that. But here, it just doesn't want to do it. Despite the game running at a full 60 frame rate, it just will not do it at all. So I'm gonna work a few things out and see if I can fix it. But until then, guys, yeah, I guess I'll just have to fill in with Railroad Tycoon 3 so I can fix it. That's all I can do. Because I can't do War Thunder, which I might actually upload that now and think about it. I mean, you can just see what happens when I try to play War Thunder while recording. It is atrocious. It's so bad. I just want to show you guys it. Then y'all probably won't watch it. It's just that bad. I don't know what I was thinking when I tried to do that. But I mean, it's just such a big difference, and there shouldn't be, because in theory, the i7 should have no problem whatsoever, judging its specs compared. So until I figure out what's going on, I'm either gonna have to use the Phenom or just not record Train Fever at all. So, yeah. But I'm gonna end the video here, guys. So, this is JM764, and I'll get back to Train Fever when I can. I mean, not much I can do. Until then, I guess I'll see you in whatever video I have next. Actually, that reminds me, before I close out, I just want to say that I got a bunch of music I might actually put on the channel that I won't say made, it's more like just improve the audio quality of, you know what MIDI files are by now, probably. So I just took like those from a bunch of old games and fixed them up, make them sound like, well, any other song in a modern day game, at least, instrumental-wise. I mean, the notes are exactly the same, so what you hear is what you get from the original game, just played with far better sounding instruments than what they used to be. So I'll be uploading maybe a bunch of those together as filler. And Robo Tycoon 3, since that seems to be the only game I can record properly at the moment that I enjoy a lot, besides like Need for Speed, SimCity, that I can, well, just show you guys and play with other people with. So yeah. Anyway, this is JM764, and I will, well, see you guys next time. Bye, guys.